right, so we lost someone pretty incredible recently, the Aga Khan.
Yeah.
And, you hear religious leader, and you might think, oh, okay, sure.
Right.
But his story, not your typical religious leader kind of thing. I mean,
yeah.
Try wrapping your head around this. The guy takes on
Oh, yeah.
this huge leadership role when he's just 20 years old.
Wow.
Oh, and by the way, he's studying at Harvard at the time? Like, what?
Seriously?
That was the Aga Khan, the 49th hereditary Imam of the Ismaili Muslims. Led this global community for decades, man.
Yeah.
Passed away at 88.
88 years old.
It just makes you stop and think, right?
Yes.
What kind of legacy does someone like that build?
It's pretty amazing when you think about it. His influence, I mean, it wasn't just like
Right.
limited to religion, you know what I mean? It went way beyond that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like guiding 12 to 15 million Ismaili Muslims around the world.
Wow.
That's a massive community. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Asia, Africa, Middle East.
And he even held British and Portuguese citizenship.
Yeah, right. The Ismaili leadership is actually based in Lisbon.
Lisbon. Interesting. So it's like he's got this global view.
We're global perspective, for sure.
But he didn't really, jump into the usual fray.
Right.
Middle Eastern conflicts, all the religious tension.
Yeah.
That wasn't really his thing.
Not really. I mean, it was definitely a conscious decision, like he had this deep respect as a spiritual leader, but he chose to focus his energy differently.
Okay.
More on development, humanitarian work, that kind of leadership, one that makes a real positive difference.
Tangible change.
Exactly. And that's how he started the Aga Khan Development Network.
Oh, right.
And we're not talking about just some small charity here.
Yeah.
This thing is massive. 96,000 employees working on projects all over Asia and Africa.
76,000 people.
Huge.
Wow. Okay, so what did they actually do? Was it all about building mosques and stuff?
It was so much more than that. I mean, they really focused on the essentials, building homes, hospitals, schools, especially in developing countries. Like, for example, they were really instrumental in revitalizing Kabul and Afghanistan after all that conflict. Restoring historic buildings, public spaces. It's really incredible.
Yeah.
And they even set up this microfinance bank in Tajikistan specifically for women, helping them become entrepreneurs.
Really?
Yeah. Contribute to their communities.
That's incredible. It's not just talk. It's actually doing the work.
Exactly. Making a real impact.
No wonder there was such an outpouring when he passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Tributes from everywhere. I mean, even António Guterres, the UN Secretary-General, called him a symbol of peace, tolerance, and compassion. Pretty powerful stuff.
Yeah. Powerful words for a powerful man. And even Malala Yousafzai.
Oh, wow.
The Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Of course, yeah.
She talked about his huge influence on education, health, and development.
Coming from Malala.
Yeah.
Someone who has dedicated her life to those very things. It really speaks volumes.
It really does.
So stepping back a bit.
Yeah.
What's the big takeaway here?
Yeah. What can we learn from this?
This guy who led millions, built schools, revived entire cities. I mean,
It's more than just faith, right?
Well,
it's about action.
Yeah.
It's about using what you have to make a real difference in the world. And the Aga Khan lived that.
He embodied that, yeah.
And that's a message for everyone, no matter who you are, what you believe.
And now we're going to have a new imam soon, right?
Yeah. The announcement is coming soon.
Huge shoes to fill. How do you even follow that act?
It's true. I mean, inheriting that kind of legacy, that level of achievement.
Right.
It's a heavy responsibility.
Definitely.
The next Ismaili Imam, they'll have to not only maintain what the Aga Khan built, but also adapt to the world as it is now, all the new challenges. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
It really will be. It makes you think. Given his focus on development, on actually making things better, what do you think is the most important lesson we can all take from the Aga Khan's life? What can we learn from him? Because his legacy, it's not going anywhere.
Definitely not. It's only going to grow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Definitely is.